I sent the email on a Tuesday, 9:47 in the morning. I remember because I had my coffee right there, still hot, and I felt good about what I'd written. It was a solid idea. I'd spent a few evenings on it. I had the numbers, I had the reasoning, I had a clear ask at the end. I CC'd my manager, kept it professional, kept it clean. Then I hit send and went back to my day. 3 days passed. Nothing. Not a reply. Not a quick got it. Not even a reaction in the thread. Just silence. I followed up once, kept it light, said I was happy to jump on a call. Got back a line about how it was definitely something to explore. And that was the last I heard of it. I thought it was timing. People get busy. I moved on. But something changed after that email. I didn't see it then. I only understand it now. Something shifted quietly in the background, in a way I had no language for at the time. The first sign was small. A project got started and I wasn't in the kickoff meeting. I figured it was an oversight. These things happen. Then a conversation happened at the leadership level and someone told me about it secondhand, casually, like I already knew, and I realized I should have been in that room and wasn't. Then a reorganization came a few months later, and new responsibilities got handed out, and my name wasn't attached to anything new. I kept telling myself it was just timing, that my moment was coming, that doing good work would eventually be enough. I kept showing up. I kept delivering. I was reliable, professional, never difficult. I genuinely believed that was the formula. That sooner or later the organization would recognize what it had in me. It didn't happen. And here is the part that took me years to understand. Workplaces are not just places where work gets done. They are systems that read people. Constantly, quietly, without ever announcing it. Every move you make inside an organization sends a signal, and that signal travels further than the words you use to send it. When I sent that email, I thought I was sharing an idea. But the signal I sent was something else entirely. The signal was that I was thinking beyond where I currently sat. That I was looking at something bigger than my current role. That I wanted more than what I had. And the organization heard that. Not consciously. Not as a conversation anyone had in a conference room. More like a collective instinct. A quiet recalibration. Because here is what nobody tells you. Organizations are not built to reward ambition. They are built to manage it. When someone signals that they want to move, the system does not immediately open a door. It watches first. It tries to figure out what kind of person it is dealing with. Are they patient or are they restless? Are they committed or are they already halfway out? Are they going to grow inside the system or are they going to grow out of it? And while it is watching and deciding, it starts protecting itself. Small adjustments. Less access here. A slightly tighter leash there. You get looped out of a few things. Your name comes up less in the rooms you are not in, not as punishment. Nobody is doing this intentionally. It is more like a reflex. The system starts managing someone it has now categorized as uncertain. I was never told I had been categorized this way. I never would have believed it. I was performing well by every visible measure. But performance is not the only thing being measured. What was being measured underneath all of it was predictability, loyalty, safety. And by asking for more before the organization had decided it was ready to give more, I had introduced a variable it did not know how to handle. So it quietly rerouted around me. The projects that would have stretched me went to other people. The opportunities that were forming just below the surface, the ones you only get when someone in a room decides you are the right fit, those went elsewhere too. And because none of this was official, because none of it was ever said to my face, I had nothing to push back against. I just experienced it as things not quite working out. As doors that seemed like they were opening but never fully did. I kept waiting for my moment. I kept believing that if I stayed consistent, stayed reliable, eventually something would break my way. Years went by. This is not something that only happened to me. I have watched it happen to people I respect, people who were talented and driven and completely unaware that the system had quietly made a decision about them. They did everything the way you are supposed to do it. They raised their hand, they asked for more, they showed ambition, and they waited. And the system answered them the way it always answers people it has placed in the uncertain category. Slowly, vaguely, with just enough forward motion to keep them engaged, but not enough to actually move them. The reason this never gets talked about is because it is invisible while it is happening. You can only see it in retrospect, and by the time you see it clearly, you are usually already somewhere new, telling yourself the last place just was not the right fit. Sometimes that is true. But sometimes what happened is exactly this. You moved before the organization was ready for you to move. You showed ambition without the positioning to back it up. You sent a signal that you wanted something, and instead of getting it, you got quietly managed. The organization did not punish you. It just stopped including you in its future. I still work hard. I still care about what I do. But I understand now that there is a layer to professional life that operates completely beneath the surface of performance reviews and one-on-ones and feedback conversations. A layer where perception moves faster than results, where timing matters more than effort, and where one honest email on a Tuesday morning can quietly close a door you did not even know was open. Nobody warned me about this. Nobody warns anyone. That is why most people spend years in the same place wondering what they are missing. Now at least I know what it was.